there is a saying that if you say yes to yourself, you will definitely say yes to yourself, and if you say no to yourself, you will definitely say no to yourself. So start saying no to e-waste, because that's better for our physical and mental aspect of our body, and also for the environment. So hello everyone, my name is Asis, and I'm here to present the topic how to dispose the outdated electronic items, or you can say how to dispose the e-waste. So before starting the topic, right, I'd like to discuss something about e-waste. So what exactly e-waste is, right? When we are trying to talk about e-waste, e-waste is basically a component of two factors, right? That is e and waste. When we are trying to talk about e means basically electronic, and waste means any kind of substances or any kind of material which are not needed in our day-to-day life. So that are e-waste. Okay, so we have seen, for example, we have seen garbages in our home to day-to-day life, or any kind of places like public places like that. But in a digital world, we also have some kind of waste, and that kind of waste material is called e-waste. For example, let's say talking about software, right? So in software we have viruses. What are viruses? That are viruses are they are the examples of e-waste, because they causes threat to our equipments and the systems, and especially the softwares. So we need antivirus software for that, right? So this is the concept of e-waste that I like to say about. Now let's get back to the topic. What are the sources of e-waste, right? What are the sources of e-waste, right? Anything which are related with the electrical equipment or components, right? That are source of it. And how this source of e-waste comes, right? Number one is IT and telecom industries. IT and telecom industries is one of the more major important industries, or one which produces the e-waste, right? So because they manufactures electronic equipments like laptops, PC, mobile, and other technology accessories. So besides that, home appliances, many kind of appliances, right? So these are some of the sources of e-waste. Coming back to the third topic, right? So what are the types of e-waste? When we are trying to talk about the types of e-waste, right? As I said in slide number 2, anything which are related with the electronic components or the equipments or the substances that are called e-waste. So for example, I have already mentioned that laptops, electronic equipments, mobile accessories and everything, right? So when we are trying to talk about electronic equipment, right? So whenever that kind of equipment gets damaged, that becomes e-waste. For example, you are using the PC and now your PC is broken. Now you are going to throw that PC, right? That PC is going to be the e-waste for for you. So these are some of the types of e-waste. So let's get back to the topic. Coming back to my topic, right? My next topic is, right, what are the effects, right? We have already discussed what is e-waste, what are the sources of e-waste, what are the types of e-waste. Now let's get back to the topic on what are the effects of e-waste, right? Because what are the causes, what harm it's going to do to the environment and the humans, right? Now talking about the humans, right? Let's talk about the environment. Contamination of soil. For my first point will be the contamination of soil. So what is contamination of soil? Contamination of soil means degradations of soil. Whenever e-waste materials like e-waste materials are disposed in the soil, the soil becomes infertile, and the farmers are not able to grow the crops. Like the farmers are not able to plant the crops, and we are not going to get healthy crops. Instead of, we are going to get poisonous crops, which consist of materials like lithium, radium, lead, tin, and many factors. The second thing is regarding us, how it is going to affect us. It's going to affect our brain and the respiratory system. It's not going to affect the brain and respiratory system. It's also going to affect our different organs of body like kidney, liver, and skeletal systems, and also the reproductive system, which is going to affect as a birth defects in the future. The third point is negatively affects the air, because when substances like lithium, radium, and any kind of substances, toxins gets into the air, what it causes is gets air pollution. So these are also the effects of e-waste. And my last point is contamination of water. Now how it's going to affect the water. As I say that when the soil gets infertile, the toxin chemical gets into the underground water, and then that underground water is going to be poisonous for us, and that poisonous gas substances are going to destroy the water, and it's going to kill the organs of our body system also. When we drink that water, and also whatever creatures are living in their water, like fish and everything. So these are some of the effects that is caused by the e-waste. Now let's get back to my main topic. What exactly my main topic is, like how to dispose the e-waste. So the first and foremost thing that I always recommend that disposal of the materials by using the fire, right? The solution is, instead of disposing, why don't we just burn it, right? Why don't we just burn and just now there are various techniques and tools. We can use various kinds of machineries for burning this kind of products which are not used for our daily life. The second point I would like to discuss about the recycle, right? Recycle is one of the most important factor. I think this is one of the most important thing which we need to do to overcome the disposal of the waste materials. So talking about recycling, right? According to statistics and research, right, 80% of recycled items are not being recycled, and 20% of the recycled items are only recycled in the world. But if we convert that 80% recyclable into recyclable and 20% not to be recycled, we are going to improve a lot, right? I think the problem with us is that we are not recycling the product, so we need to recycle the product from day to day time. I think the third point, basically, when I talk about is disposal of equipments, right? But we can also use by contaminations of techniques and tools, as I already mentioned in the first point. So the third point is we can just donate it. Suppose there is a saying that if you don't need any kind of product, maybe that product may be need for any others. So I think that will also be the best advantages. Instead of throwing that product, we can also give that product which are not used to other. There are various kinds of NGOs and organizations. The fourth point and the last one which I like to discuss is the role of government. So what government can take initiative actions over here? Government can take initiative action like creating the public awareness campaigns and creating some kind of tax or some kind of stick notes over there. And also they can also launch various kinds of awareness program towards the rural areas, as cities areas they know much more about this, but still they are not able to still. So government can launch various kinds of programs and take initiative campaigns for gathering such kind of things. So by saying this, I like to end my topic. So lastly, in conclusion, what I like to say is that e-waste is one of the serious problems in this world, and we need to tackle this situation very seriously. And if you are not able to tackle this situation, it may cause various kinds of hazardous substances which may affect not just our environment but also is affecting day by day, as we are seeing various kinds of diseases are already, new kinds of diseases are already. The world is suffering from the global problems like global warming. So I think this matter has to be taken up. So thank you very much. I would like to end in this.